also coming through on the Tata Group. We understand from sources that there is a performance review which will to begin with Tata Steel as well as Indian Hotels. Remember the damning letter that Cyrus Mistry wrote to the Tata Sons board gave a lot of details actually regarding these companies and the functionings within, and a lot of question marks have now been raised, and now sources tell us that a performance review will be ordered, and that'll begin with the two key companies in question, Tata Steel and Indian Hotels. And Kritika Saxena joins in with more on this exclusive. Kritika.
Hi, Sumera. So this was perhaps the eventual step, but it started early for sure. What we understand is that Ratan Tata is in the process and he hasn't started yet, but Ratan Tata and the Tata Group will be conducting an in-depth performance evaluation across all group companies. Now, what we understand is that the review will span across about 2 months' time. Now, at the heart of this is essentially to ensure stability across the groups and iron out the non-functioning areas, clean up the balance sheet specifically for some companies. And this is what is going to follow. A strict performance review is expected of 5 key companies. So while we will be reviewing all firms, 5 key companies will be in focus. This will begin with Tata Steel and Indian Hotels. A lot of questions were raised yesterday by Cyrus Mistry's letter, and of course the balance sheet, the performance will have to be evaluated. We don't know how much weight they are giving to the letter at this point in time, but they will also evaluate Tata Chemicals, Tata Teleservices, Tata Global Beverages. If you see Tata Teleservices, we know that the telecom business has been suffering. They've been wanting to exit but haven't been able to work out. Tata Chem just has started deleveraging, and they had sold their fertilizer business, a part of it at least, and are in the process of consolidating. So we understand that it's clearly something that they want to assess in terms of financial and operational health. Now, these are parameters that they'll be looking at. They look at the balance sheet, they look at the management structure of group companies, and if it is working, they look at the operational growth over the last 5 years, and they will look at the debt position of group companies. That has been a big point of criticism across the last few quarters, and we understand that the companies which are highly debt-laden, there will be a strategy put out in place before the new chairman arrives, in fact, to restructure and to help the companies reposition themselves. So, for investors of all these 5 companies, it's not a snap decision. This is a very carefully laid out strategy where Ratan Tata wants to assess the performance and ensure growth potential. So it's not a negative in any way. If anything, this is going to be, it'll in a way at least help ensure some form of stability and remove the concerns that CEOs have been having. And that's what my sources from within the Tata Group have been trying to confirm.
All right, Kritika, thanks so much for joining in.